been starting to what, like your fourth or fifth game?
Yeah, like the fourth game.
Yeah.
I ended up starting. He still played with me after that game. So after that game was over, we go into the next week, and I'm like, all right, maybe, something's going to change. Maybe he's going to, like, you know what I'm saying, like, really start to see, like, I did make one mistake, but
2 tubs.
You know what I'm saying? 80 yards and a half, 90 or 80, 90 yards and a half. I don't even know how much I had.
Yeah.
But, like, 2 tubs and 90 yards on minimum touches, like, yeah, right. Like, you got to know. Like, you get this kid the ball more. Exactly. So, we go into the next game, and same shit. We played Alabama the third game, and that's when it became a thing. We played Alabama the third game. Our running backs weren't doing shit. And then I came in, first carrier I had, 17 versus number 1 team. Right. Then they threw me a swing right out the backfield, took that for another 13. And that's when we first started getting our real movement. Got another one, got another outside zone to the left, took that for another 7, 8, all in the same drive. Right. And that's when they was just like, okay. And then the world was seeing it too, like, why y'all, like, why are you playing around with this kid? Like, you know what I'm saying? This is the same kid almost saved your ass before. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't play him like that in the last 2 games. Now we come back playing the number 1 team in the world, and you're still on this petty ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Not playing this kid that you know is balling the fuck out. So then after the Alabama game, it just became a thing in the news. I don't even think it was a thing for him. I think it became undeniable that I had to play, So that's when everything changed. 4th game came around, and he started me. And that was versus, I forgot what school it was, but I went for I think 180 or 200 some yards.
First start.
Yeah, first start.
Probably a conference game.
Who was we going against? We played UTEP. We played UTEP. Okay. We played UTEP, and that's when I got 15 carries versus UTEP, and I went for 150. 150
carries?
Yeah, on some slight ass shit. And then the next game I got my first start versus Wyoming, and I went for 230 against Wyoming in 4 tubs.
And that's a rivalry.
Yeah, so after that, exactly, at that point in time, by the 7th game, 8th game of the season, I was already on a fucking hot streak going crazy, and he's talking to the media about getting D Hart. You know what I'm saying? The whole time, I'm fucking damn near in the lead race for rushing leader in the nation, fucking touchdowns, all this other shit.
You were first after what, the Nevada game or something, New Mexico game?
I forgot when because I wasn't even actually focusing on it at first until my teammates started coming around me like, damn, bro, you number 4 right now in touchdowns. I'm like, what? I wouldn't even, at that time, I was like, nigga, I thought I was 5 games back. You know what I'm saying? We got all these great running backs in college football. I'm like, I ain't never catching up to them. You know what I'm saying? I've been, they ain't started for 4 games. These motherfuckers been starting since day 1. And Lord behold,
so
I passed all the ass up.
You probably would have broke some real NCAA records.
No, dead ass. Sure. No, 110%. It wouldn't. That wasn't even up for discussion at that point. The times that I started and the times that I played first elite competition, still made them look like dog water. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, DeMarcus Lawrence, all them at Boise, dogged them out. 3 tubs. Yeah, 3 tubs on their ass, going crazy. 160, and it was freezing balls out there. You know what I'm saying? 10-degree weather.
And y'all made it competitive versus Boise because we still haven't beat Boise. They always got CSU.
Yeah, they got a number. They do got a number on us. I'll tell you that. But Boise, they obviously got this little thing going on out there. I don't know how they getting their recruits, but they got a thing going on. It was the jerseys. It was a playing style before.
That game versus Oklahoma ever since then.
Yeah, exactly. They've been getting great recruits ever since. Right. Those colors and everything, I like them. Yeah. I like them. I like Boise. I like the way Boise. I like the way they look. You know what I'm saying? I like the way they look. I like Colorado State better though.
No, for sure.
Sure.
But okay, so you scored 6 touchdowns versus New Mexico. Then you had over 300 yards. You said versus Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
You had you broke the record, your first and second, as far as all-time rushing yards in one game for CSU.
Am I 1 and 2?
Yeah. Well, unless someone
I think I may be 1 and 3. I think I may be 1 and 3. I think what's the other running back?
Was it more recent or because
he was old school? He was old school. Cecil Sapp.
Yeah,
he was either Cecil Sapp.
Anyways, so and then you scored 31 touchdowns, which was first in the NCAA at that point. Tied for first, I think was it Monty Ball or someone else?
Oh, you talking about who has the most rushing touchdowns in college football history?
Yeah.
Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders had 36. Yeah. could
have got that.
I could have got that shit, bro. I could have literally got that shit. That's the only thing that really I did want to come back the next year for college football, but it was because of that head coach. I couldn't. Like, you got want to sit around and play around about your existence. I couldn't play around with that. I got chances to go to the NFL and shit like that. I'm not finna play around with you.
Right.
So I left. Me and my mom made the decision.
So, but you know, only 3 players have scored 30+ rushing touchdowns in a season. You, Monty Ball, Barry Sanders. What was it like to have your name even just in the same conversation as someone like Barry Sanders, who's you know top 3, top
all
5
time,
all time,
hands down, on everybody's list.
Right.
Yeah, you know, when I first saw that, I definitely felt like I know God blessed me. I know I'm blessed, you know, to actually just be able to be in that type of topic or conversation, to be able to like live the life that I live, you know, to be able to see the things that I've seen and still be, you know, living to tell the story, you know. So I'm always blessed whenever I just find myself being able to etch myself in a book, you know, because I think that's what ultimately like builds a legacy for you, is how many times your name is written in a book. And I think a lot of times too, you see it on players, you know, when they don't build legacies, and then it becomes more about fame and more about money, you know, rather than somebody who has been stamping themselves everywhere they went. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody go back there, you're the hottest thing since sliced bread there, you're the hottest thing since sliced bread there, and now you're the hottest thing. You know what I'm saying? Like most guys have never dealt with that in their life, and I've realized that going into the NFL, like a lot of guys went to big high schools and they were just another pea in a pod. You know what I'm saying? They go to college and they never broke any records there, but they were good enough to get drafted. You know what I'm saying? Probably went to Alabama. They weren't Amari Cooper. You know what I'm saying? They was the person that was 5 or 6 levels down from that and still got into the NFL. So now they in the NFL getting their first fame, first stardom, first time people looking at them like, oh, you're so great. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. But shit is different for niggas who've been stamping that shit for a long, long time. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember when I even went to college, my mom literally looked at me in the face and she was like, baby, if you want to stop right now, I'll be 100% happy. Like, I'm 100% happy with you.
Was she worried about you on the field a little bit?
No, not that she was worried, because she's seen how much pressure I was putting on myself. You know what I'm saying?
So,
like, because I was like...
Mental health?
Yeah, mental health. Not even like... Not even in a bad way, bro. But I did create a badass anxiety, though. I created a badass anxiety where, like, I couldn't even fucking go on vacation and not work out, bro. Like, I would be on vacation, fucking running in the middle of the fucking beach with fucking mask on and shit like that. Because if I drank, I felt like I had to work out twice as hard. I'm already hypoglycemic too. So I have real bad, like, stamina, you know, because my blood sugar just drains way quicker than the normal human being. So that's why I'd be on the sideline eating Skittles and shit and Snickers. And people thought that shit was funny when Marshawn did it, but I'm sure he was probably hypoglycemic like me. You know what I'm saying? So they had to keep candy for him on the sideline because we would have an episode where we would go literally numb, like when you can't literally move your limbs if you don't have enough sugar inside of your system, like literal candy or pure glucose. So